Hello, my name is Benjamin Hart. I'm an American attorney and the Managing Director of Integrity Legal here in Bangkok, Thailand. As the title of this video suggests, we're discussing education visas here in the Kingdom of Thailand. And we're going to go ahead and throw up this image here. And we got this using the fine folks at the Pattaya News, but it is, and credit where credit's due, that's how we found it, but this is a document issued by Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Quoting directly, measures to enter Thailand for non-Thai nationals who are students of educational establishments in Thailand approved by Thai authorities, including their parents or guardians. So, educational establishments in Thailand approved by Thai authorities. Good question what that means. So, presumably universities, etc., international schools, various schools which are certified by Ministry of Education. That stated, we have seen in recent months and years a crackdown associated with, for example, language institutes here in Thailand, as many of them were deemed by Thai immigration to oftentimes be merely a pretext for issuance of visas. That being said, that may or may not have been true, but the thing I want to get across in this video is you got to be sure you have documentation that shows that whatever educational institution you are going to be attending is in fact certified by relevant authorities here in Thailand. Quoting further, and you can see the image for yourself on screen, apply for appropriate visa type, request certificate of entry. For those who are unaware, certificate of entry is almost like a secondary visa in my opinion. Basically, it's a sort of a second nod from Thai Ministry of Foreign Affairs back to the embassy issuing the visa or processing the case that, yes, indeed, this person should be allowed to get on a plane and come to Thailand. And there's things like declaration forms stating travel details, proof of student status, so there's like letters of acceptance, we'll prove that up, proof of relationship if there's parents or guardians or derivative visas involved, health insurance, proof of alternative state quarantine. You got to prove you're going to be quarantined. Meanwhile, there's this whole diagram here that you're looking at wherein people need to apply at their embassy. The certificate of entry needs to be sought from Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Then they revert that back to the underlying applicant. And then you are going to need to go ahead and get some of these other secondary documents before you'll be able to get on a plane in order to fly to Thailand and be admitted herein. So the overall process is far more cumbersome than it was prior to March 2020. Hopefully we are going to see this come to an end relatively quickly. Hopefully we're going to see these expanded protocols be sort of eased or phased out in the coming, I would love to see it in the next 60 to 90 days. That stated, it remains to be seen if that's an actual possibility. However, we will keep you updated on this evolving situation as things progress.